I uploaded a song the other day called Just Fine. I've had an overwhelming response to it, thank you. And a lot of people asking if I could put the chords or tabs or whatever. It's all a little confusing because throughout my life I write on a bunch of different instruments that are tuned in different ways. Not that confusing. Basically, I'm playing this on a guitar-lele. So this is a guitar chord shape for C. But because the bottom string is an A, it's a fourth up. Yes, it's a fourth up from what you'd expect. So this is actually an F, because the top 4 strings of this are ukulele. Kind of, this one's an octave down. So what I'm gonna do is I'll teach you the guitar shapes if you were to put a capo on the 5th fret. So say this is guitar, capo 5. Like I said, the key is actually an F, and I'll leave all the actual chords to this song in the description. There's one chord I don't know. I usually just put A minor descending, like D-E-S-C, because it just goes whatever. Here's how to play Just Fine on guitar-lele / guitar capo 5. So we're going to start with a C shape. It sounds very pretty when you do an inversion of C. If you do a C shape but you put your finger on the 3rd fret of the bottom string, you'll get this nice chord. Now the string pattern is like a... My hand looks like a claw when I play it because I don't do it right. I'm just playing with the tips of my fingers. Oh, I should have closed that window. Yeah, I might do that. I'm really bad at describing this pattern, so just copy it. I wrote him a letter. Then it goes to an E minor shape. And then it goes to an F shape. Back to a C. And I keep it all up here so it's nice and close. I wrote him a letter. I cried in the bar. Then to an E7, which is just this. It's like an E major, but you take off this finger. I called my mother. A minor shape. And then A minor 7. And then D7 shape. And I lay in the dark. Then I do a G7 shape. Oh god, by just doing a G, but then I add this 7th here. And I don't play the top strings. And then we've got this little descending thing, which I just do, is this one going down like that. Took down the pictures, and I taught myself to breathe. That's really nice because your index finger just stays on that. So you're keeping those on, but this one's going do do do. So in whatever way you find's good to do that. F shape to G. I like just whenever you're going from F to G. Dum, dum. So you could do that, or you could go da, da, da. Then that nice G7 chord. But I might leave that for before the middle 8, so it's like just fine. No, back to C. Fun fact, whenever I'm writing and I hear chord changes in my head, I only think in terms of C major, which is really unhelpful. There are like Roman numeral systems for it, but if I'm like 1 to 4, I'm always like C to F. If I'm like 1 to sharp and 5th, I'm always like, it's G sharp. I just know how those chords sound from one to the next, so yeah, it's not the most helpful. If it works, you know? So we've got another verse. I catch the daydreams before the hope settles in. I welcome the waves because I know I won't win. And I really want to change this lyric. I feel really fucking annoyed that I didn't think of this before I uploaded it. But I want to go, I'd never wish this feeling on anyone but him. That would be so nice because it's like, I don't want to wish this feeling on anyone. It's a horrible feeling. But if there was one person I wish was feeling this way, it'd be him. Then at least it'd be like, you know, balanced out and you'd know that they'd care. But it's too late now, it's up. Or maybe if I release it, I don't know. And it rhymes as well because I just didn't know I was going to cut out that line leading into the middle 8. Anyway, end of chorus to the middle 8. And I hear he's doing just fine. Back to that fun little G7 shape. You can really ram this up. And then we're just going to do that A minor descending again. Perhaps the problem lies in the double load I play. Then you're going to need to jump your hands up. And I almost missed it in the actual recording. You're going to need to go to a G sharp shape, a sharp and 5th. So it's like an E shape but barred on the 4th fret. 'Cause I ripped myself apart in you. Back to that G7. Just stood there. There are many other ways you can play that. You could do this F shape, just kind of bring it up there. And then when you go down to that G, you could just go down 1 fret. But I like the sound of this note at the bottom. Then we've just got another verse. Oh, that sun's coming in. I count the mornings, I wait to feel well. I might not feel quite as bad, but I can't really tell. And I know, back to the descending, that I'll be okay. But it's pretty far from a breeze. Then the end of that chorus. And I hear he's doing just fine. But then we're going to go to E7. It's breaking me that he isn't mine. Back to that A minor, and then A minor 7. And then we're going to go back. Wow, that light has changed so quickly. There we go. Then we're going to go back to that very dramatic chord. But at least, the G sharp. But at least he's doing just fine. Just remember that whenever this chord appears, we're always going to go back to this G7. Without me. Then we've got one little kind of reprise bit, just to, self-indulging in that little descending. Without me. But at least 4, he's doing just fine. 5, maybe 5/7. Without me. And then what you can do if you want is take off your index finger and just have this C shape but major 7. Nice. Right, I feel like that wasn't very helpful because if you know what you're doing chord wise, you could probably work it out. And if you don't, I didn't really teach you, so I'm very sorry. Oh well. Anyway, I've left the chords in the description, and I'll leave the shape chords in the description as well. Maybe that helped. Hope you're having a nice time. Have some sun. Okay, bye.